Homeostasis guidance notes. Learning target, I can describe how the body systems work together to maintain homeostasis. As you watch, please remember you have the ability to pause, rewind, and you should always take notes as we go. Let's review. We know that we have these levels of organization in our body. Cells, which are the smallest, make up tissues. Tissues make up organs. Organs make up organ systems. We know that we have all these different types of cells in our body which have a very specific job to do. If we organize these cells together into tissues, we know that we have 4 main types of tissues. Muscle tissues contract or shorten to move our body parts. Nerve tissues direct and control processes by taking electrical signals to and from the brain. Connective tissue supports and connects. And epithelial tissue covers and protects our surfaces. These 4 types of tissues make up the organs in our body. Example, heart, lungs, brain, stomach. These organs make up organ systems. For example, our circulatory system, which transports materials to and from cells. Digestive system breaks down food and absorbs nutrients. The endocrine system controls many body processes by chemical means, typically with a hormone. Muscular system enables movement of the body and internal organs. Nervous system detects information from the environment and controls our body functions. Respiratory system takes in oxygen and eliminates carbon dioxide. And our skeletal system, which supports and protects the body. Homeostasis is the body's attempt to maintain normal levels within our systems. Maintaining homeostasis is very important. We see this when we think about thermal regulation or temperature regulation in our bodies. Typically, regardless of the environment that your body is in, your body temperature remains fairly consistent at about 37 degrees Celsius. Sweating and shivering help us to regulate these body temperatures. When we talk about controlling different systems and maintaining this homeostasis requirements, there are 3 components which help us do this. A monitor, which is going to detect changes from a normal range. A coordinating center, which helps determine what changes need to be made, and a regulator, which is going to restore the balance. Notice that these systems are working together to maintain this nice balanced cycle, which we call homeostasis. An example of this is seen in a household thermostat. If you set your room temperature to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, when the temperature falls below that normal range of 70 degrees, the thermostat is going to recognize this change in that quote-unquote normal temperature and switch on the furnace. Then the thermometer is going to detect a temperature above that normal range and switch off the furnace. Here, our monitor is our thermometer, which is detecting a decrease in temperature. Our coordinating center would be the thermostat, which is going to switch on the furnace. The regulator would be our furnace. The thermostat is going to detect an increase over our normal temperature, which is going to then shut off that furnace. Again, the 3 parts working together to maintain this homeostasis. Same type of system can be seen with thermal regulation in our bodies. So thermal meaning heat. If we are introducing our body to some type of heat stress, for example, it's summertime and it's 105 degrees outside, the monitor would be the thermoreceptors in our skin saying, hey, it's hot. The coordinating center would be the hypothalamus in the brain, which is going to send out electrical signals to turn on our cooling system. The regulators would be our skin blood vessels, which are going to dilate, meaning they get bigger, and our sweat glands are going to start having us sweat. The result of this is that our body temperature is going to decrease and our hypothalamus is going to turn off our cooling systems. You, I'm fairly confident, have experienced this in the summertime. So again, you go outside, you see that you feel that it's really hot, and perhaps your face flushes, right? It does so, it gets red, it gets hot, because your capillaries, so those blood vessels underneath your skin there, are getting bigger because they're trying to lose heat by the process of convection and radiation. And again, you start sweating, right? Again, evaporation is the process of cooling. When you sweat, your body is producing this liquid, and as it changes into a gas, it loses heat energy, so you cool off. If your body is introduced to a cold stressor, again, the monitor would be these thermal receptors in your skin. The coordinating center is the hypothalamus. The regulator would be your blood vessels and skin, this time constricting, so getting smaller, and your skeletal muscles contracting, trying to retain all of the heat that's already in your body. Result of this, body temperature increases and our hypothalamus turns off. The whole point of these examples is to really show that all of our body systems are working together to maintain these normal levels within our body where it functions the best. And that is what we call homeostasis. Sometimes it's referred to a dynamic equilibrium, which is a mechanism to ensure that all body systems are functioning within an acceptable range to sustain life.